leadership or response, but how have you seen the guys come back after Sunday?
I think they'll come back and compete. I mean, that's one thing that they've done most of the time all year long, through the fall and whatnot. I mean, we the first game we lose of the year, we came back and beat probably one of the best teams we're going to play all year, and so I think that'll be. I don't think that'll be a problem at all.
Is that something that you address, or do people like Jackson or John or Kendall, they step up and?
Well, I think that's there's a, you know, I mean, the sense of urgency is got to be different. I mean,
sure.
We walked out there. I don't know if we were flat or what. I mean, all of a sudden we get hit in the mouth and never really could seem to get things to fall or anything. I mean, it was just whatever's going to happen. It's kind of a weird day. I mean, no different than, you know, the Tennessee game. I mean, there's a triple play turn. Most teams lose the momentum in a triple play game, but we went out and took the momentum. It's kind of weird. So I don't think it's any. I think the players do it. I think the coaches do it. It's just the details of what you got to go through every day. And in our world we live in today, sometimes you kind of go, do they really know what winning and losing is? You know, because it's just different. You know.
What did you think of Kyson in his first start?
I thought he was really good. There's no doubt about that. I mean, he's. I just told Kyson and Malachi at some form. I mean, I'm not saying you're not a weekend starter by no means right now. I think we've got 3 really good starters, but I know that if at the end of the game or the middle of the game or whatever, and we need one of you 2 guys to pitch, and we're winning, we're probably going to still be winning when you come out of the game. So that's one thing that I do know.
What are some expectations for the teams you'll see this weekend? Pitt, Cal, and
Pitt's really good. I mean, they're really good. I mean, they're one of the best freshman hitters in the country. The Friday night starter guy we're going to face is really good, 92, 96. I mean, he's really good. Cal is probably one of the better teams in the country right now. I mean, their center fielder is a really good player. Their catcher's really good. I mean, they're really good. And Ohio State's always going to be good. They're well coached, but all 3 teams are well coached. So I mean, it's going to be a fun weekend. It's no different than the opening weekend. Really, it's like a regional. I mean, you know, Cal went to a regional. Ohio State, I don't think did, but Pitt, I think, hadn't went, but I know they're really good.
Talk about the elevation out there. Is that something you go through with the pitchers, that it's plays a little differently than normal, or just you do your thing?
I think you just got to try to make quality pitches. You can't. Only thing you can't control is throwing the ball to the target. You can't make them swing and miss. I mean, there's sometimes I really wish I had a joystick in the dugout and make them swing and miss, so everybody would really be happy. But this just doesn't happen, you know. And you just got to try to limit the damage. I mean, you can go throw strikes, and they hit. That's the thing about baseball. If they hit a ball at somebody, that's great. If they don't, they don't. It just happens.
Spike doing all right after football?
Yeah, should be practicing today, and so it's a good thing. We've had the flu go through our team, so that's really been kind of difficult. Really kind of started on Saturday and most of the week.
Rocco kind of fit into that mold as somebody that was sick last week.
Yeah, I mean, he was sick. He was really bad sick, and he actually played a little bit in their squad yesterday, and you could tell his strength is getting back, so it's good.
How good was it just in general? I know we asked you on Sunday, but just to get Anthony back into the fold of this team.
Well, he's a good player. There's no doubt about it. I mean, he's one of the. He's really older. He's gets after it. I mean, he's a good player. I mean, you want good players in your lineup. I mean, that's the thing. It's a comfort zone. You know, he's going to have quality bats. He's not going to get too up, too low on a bat. He's going to have he's always going to be there. So it's to keep him healthy. Now it's up to him to keep himself healthy at the rest of the year.
There might be a better question for Reggie, but just in terms of steal numbers, a little bit down from kind of what you guys have built this offense on over the last couple of years. Is that a slow burn type deal?
No, I think it's twofold deal. I mean, it's also not having as much speed in certain situations, hitting more doubles in certain situations, letting the game play the game itself out. You know, and when you face a good team, I think that you're going to struggle sometimes stealing bases. If you can get 1 or 2, like we kind of got it going a little bit there for a little bit, but we did something totally different. We bunted more. We hit behind runners. One thing that I'm really excited about as the head coach is what they're doing with men in scoring position, second and third, less than 2 outs for third base. We've been really good at that. I think that is even bigger. I mean, run scoring's run scoring,
sure.
And stolen bases are good. I think those things will come, and we're not built like we have been in the past, where we have 9 guys that can really fly. So it's I think that's different too. I mean, stealing bases is one thing, but getting free 90s, taking your walks. I think we have 48 walks to maybe 52 or 43 walks to 52 or 58 punch outs. We also have 9 hits batsmen. So if you can make that where it's even in an analytical deal, you're really good.
With Scott and Easton, is not necessarily a controversy back there by any means. You get both in the lineup, but Mudler, he does receive the ball very well. Is that something you guys obviously recruited? Where's that at right now with just the catcher? You want to keep Easton in the lineup with the DH?
Yeah, I mean, Easton's an offensive player, and he's struggled some defensively a little bit, and you just got to keep trying to throw him out there, put him in at the right time, and everything else will come back. He's too talented not to do that, and you got to keep his confidence and trying to keep his confidence. His biggest thing for us right now is swinging the bat. As long as Scott stays healthy, I think his biggest thing is swinging the bat, and I've been really pleased with Scott's offensive production more so than anything, because he wasn't that offensive in the fall. He's been really offensive in the spring. That's just a testament to what Russell and Reggie and Todd's done to get him going. So in offense, so it's been really fun to watch that deal. I mean, I think those guys' relationships are going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
They just got to keep feeding off each other and keep working hard with each other.
You mentioned after the game on Sunday, you thought that maybe Hit was tipping a little bit on Sunday. Did you identify anything after the fact?
We looked at a few things, but if I tell you, I'd have to kill you. So,
Yeah.
so yeah, we found a few things, which was good.
No midweek game. How does that go into being able to prepare these guys for this
Well,
weekend?
playing 4 games is a little different on the weekend, so that kind of took one of the midweek game. And we had to inter squad. We got to do some other things, and I'm glad we're not playing today. It's freezing cold, so it's even better. We can get some work in, and I mean, I like to practice. I mean, as much as anything. I mean, I wish that, really wish that in college baseball that you had, 20 or 30 games that you could play. It didn't count against your RPI and didn't count against redshirt and young kids. You play a guy for 1 pitch run or 1 pinch hit or 1 pitch, he runs his whole redshirt in baseball. And so, and most of those guys in baseball play for their own school. So, and the thing is when you look at that, I wish we could play like a spring training. I mean, it's kind of crazy how we get here. We can't start practice until 8-on-1s until the 16th, until the very, first of February. They got to be by themselves in December, so we got to expect that those guys are going to do their throwing program. I mean, in the world we live in today is a little different. So we got to rely on those guys to do their work, and then we play our first game on the 16th. And so I wish we could go out and, have a spring training where you could throw the freshmen in there on a Tuesday and go, hey, man, you're going to go 4 or 5 innings, you're going to develop, and they play 12 games and they get to play a little bit. Then you'll know. Then I think the transfer portal will be different. I think there's a lot of things that would be different if we could do that. But I'm not the one that makes rules, so, I try to abide by them.
And how do you think these non-conference games and road trip tournaments are going to help when you get to conference play?
Well, there's no doubt. I mean, our schedule going into conference is really tough. So it's all those teams. You play good teams, they're all going to help you. That's the thing. I mean, you want to play the teams that you're probably going to see in a regional. All those teams really help you, prepare. They really exploit what you need to work on. If you don't hold runners, or if you they don't chase pitches, you don't throw strikes. There's a lot of things. It's you'll see good arms. I mean, I think the first weekend, I think we faced guys that were 93 to 98 miles an hour. I mean, a pretty consistent basis. I mean, the Friday night guy for Pitt's going to be 92 to 97. So they'll tell you something. I mean, that's how our league is. It's every night you're going to go out there, you're going to see a quality arm. So playing those non-conference games will prepare you for those conference games.